When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Old Dominion Monarchs, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quickly on the left. There he goes. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. To throw, it's Applewhite. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. 3rd down and a big one. Turning it on. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal situation.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball.
Looking for the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Finds his target down the middle.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
It's on target and complete. He'll have to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Complete on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen 2 drops in the first quarter from this guy. He's got to crank it up.
The give out of the gun. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Bringing the heat. Takes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Monarchs will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Unloads quickly. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
On the move. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Cowboys come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And the Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the knee.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got an open man. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Using the quick game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Stepped out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Quick strike complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Reads it, fires complete. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. A great catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moving out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. At midfield, he's got room. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Fires firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Applewhite. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Power football with the run. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Leaves it with the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Send the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Rush is on him. Trying to get rid of it. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The ball pops out on the return. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. You're not making a miss. You've got to have two hands on the ball.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working the middle. Lowers those pads. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27.
Look at the big fella doing work in the secondary, the big tight end, catching the ball, and he's just shooing these little DBs away. Get off me.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Safe completion on the screen. Got enough space. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Waddle. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now?
Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to North Carolina. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's Applewhite. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Man, is this place loud the Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Monarchs are rolling down the field. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Applewhite. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
The Monarchs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Monarchs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Stevenson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Right on the money. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a...
There he goes! He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try... vertically, you start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. The kick is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end. marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. Tripped up for the tackle.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll run it from the gun. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds. As long as it passes the line of scrimmage, we go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Right on target this time.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. They're working that left side. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Monarchs can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Steps away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It is deafening in here. The panel people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be...
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game. All locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. This time it's complete.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
This one's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Give to the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Balls and fired complete. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the defense, 27 seconds to go.
As a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Cowboys! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to go up top on first down. Dances away. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.